Okay, it's Wednesday morning. I decided to come down here to Walton, hoping to catch a heritage unit later in the day that I've never gotten before. We'll see. If it gets too hot, I'm going to go home and we'll just catch it another day. But here's the first train in the morning, heading south on the Rathole at the Gaines house. Early morning intermodal. Pretty long this morning. He's got a diverging signal down there, so they're going to put him on the passing track. So he'll probably be slowing down a little bit. I'm hoping that means we got a northbound sitting down there. We can hear a flat spot on one of them cars. Yeah, you can see the signal down there. Had a yellow over green, so he was going to go onto the passing siding, and hopefully that means there's a northbound sitting down in Brock, which is about 2 miles or so south of here. So we will see shortly. And the defect detector's right there at the signal lot, by the way. That's why it went off as quick as it did. Okay, here comes NS 142. He's not moving real fast. He was stopped down at Brock waiting on that intermodal to pass. And it's an uphill pull. He must have a heavy train, or else he's having problems, because he's barely moving. I think this is a mixed manifest too. I can't really tell. or he's a one locomotive wonder. Because he is probably lucky if he's doing 5 miles an hour. Well, that sun's already hot. And they got 2 locomotives. I bet one of them ain't running. Now they're both running. There's one you don't see very often right there. Oh boy, he's having some real problems. There's a car a long way from home. Rapid City, Pierre, and Eastern. I've actually got a video of that line. They're owned by Genesee and Wyoming. They're out in Rapid City, South Dakota. I think they run from there back into Minnesota.
Alright, I'm creeping on it.
It's a multi-container tank car. I believe he's going to stop. He's got problems.
.0, train 2, slow.
Yep, train 2 slow.
.0, train 2, slow.
You hear that every once in a while. Yeah, he's going uphill and he's got locomotive problems too, so that's a bad combination. Well, I'm going to shut this off till he starts moving again. He's struggling. It's either that or they got a problem with a car, and there's a conductor talking to them. They're checking something out further back on the train. Yep, they got a problem with a car apparently. So we're going to shut this down. We'll get back to it in a minute. Well, the conductor just walked past me, and the reason they were going so slow is because of that box car. They wanted them to walk it through the bridge up there. And they said even though we knew it was shorter than an intermodal stack, they still wanted them to go through the bridge at walking speed, and then they could speed up. Well, then they got caught by the defect detector because it said the train was going too slow. So the, I guess the PTC system or whatever they call it, shut the locomotives down, and the conductor has to walk the whole train to make sure everything's okay. It's part of their regulations. So I talked to him for a couple minutes, real nice guy. And so he's walking down this side of the train right now, and he'll have to walk down to the end of it and go across the tracks and walk back up the other side. He can get back on the locomotives and they'll be on their way, but it's probably going to be another 30 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm stuck on the wrong side of the tracks, so I can't go back to my car. So I guess I'm just going to sit here in the shade until it gets moving again. But, you know, you've seen me film up there at the bridge before, and that's where the locomotives are. They just wanted them to creep through it with the box car that's on the flat car, and then they could go ahead and kick it in the rear end. But the defect detector said, no, you're going to have to hold up. So, technicality.
Cincinnati. 42. I walked both sides of the train, found nothing. Back on the head end, called wayside. They said we're track speed. Need to proceed by me. All right, okay, proceed by you. Is there anybody we're meeting up here? The 43 will be there right there at Rice. 43 at Rice, over. Correct. No, thank you.
All right, we're finally moving. Been over an hour, and they have to take the train at walking speed through the bridge up there to get that box car that's loaded on the flat car. Make sure it's going to clear. Once they get through there, they're going to kick it in the rear end, and then we got NS 143 sitting up north waiting to come south. That's got a heritage locomotive on it. That's not the one I'm waiting for, but it's got one on it, so we're going to see that real soon. So, yeah, I'm glad there was some shade over here. So I can see the bridge. And it looks like the boxcar might be through the bridge now, so hopefully he speeds up, because the conductor told me they got trains backed up. They got to get out of the way. They've been sitting here probably close to 90 minutes.
0.0, train 2, slow, detector not working.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. They're sitting on the detector, so they're going to be keep getting the too slow warnings. And they got a road crossing up there too. They probably had to wait on the gates to activate. Looks like they're down, so they should be going now. Yep, he's blowing at the crossing. There we go. It's not a very long train, so it's not going to take him long to get this thing moving. I have to say, that's the first time I've ever seen that happen here. A lot of hobo signs on these cars. Hobo tags, whatever they call them. There's some nasty stuff. Fluorine. Plate. I do believe we got a rumble here. Yes, we do. All right, well, it took us a while to get there, but he's passed. I'm gonna run up here to my car and get something to drink. My car is right there, so I wasn't about to climb through the train, under the train, and any of that stuff, because I don't do that, and it's illegal, and it just ain't not happening. So, all right, we're gonna get ready for the next one. All right, here we go. This is NS 173, I'm sorry, 143, coming south. And like they say in Blazing Saddles movie, here comes Mongo. Got the Monongahela unit coming here. I don't know if it's leading or not, but it's on this train. Believe it's leading. It needs a wash job. Loaded ethanol car. All right, that was a good one. Got heritage on the front. Nice long mixed manifest. That's a good train. That wasn't the heritage I'm waiting on though, and depending on how hot it gets, I may not see it. So we'll have to see how this goes, because I got a car sitting at home that needs worked on and a yard that needs mowed. So, and it's going to rain all day tomorrow. So this might be a short day. All right, we got us northbound here on the Rathole. All right, that was a good one. Let's see what else shakes out around here, but I'm gonna be heading home soon, so hopefully I can get at least one more. All right, folks, it's been about 2 hours. We got a southbound coming here on the Rathole. This is going to be the last train of the day for me. That special train I'm waiting on is at least 4 or more hours from coming through here. And I got so much stuff to do at home, I've got to get out of here. So this is going to do it. Got some mixed manifests coming here. NS 123, it's got the high and wide on it, the Bulldozers. All right, like I said, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button. That helps me grow the channel and also helps me dramatically with the daily fight with the YouTube algorithm. And like, comment, share. That also helps a bunch too. And if you get a chance, watch another video. That also helps me grow the channel. And I appreciate the support, but that's all up to you guys. And with that, I'm going to let you go. It's about 92 degrees here and humid, and I need to get out of here and get home and get some work done. So the heritage I was waiting on was Delaware and Hudson, and it's still got to work the Cincinnati Guest Street yard. And it'll be there 2 or 3 hours, and it'll be another hour and a half, 2 hours before it gets down here, by the time it goes through all the stuff and comes up the hill. So I'm heading for home. So thanks for watching, and y'all have a great one, and we'll catch you the next time around.